Now as the cars pull out onto the circuit, it is Alex Reid who lines up in pole position and Luigi Mazza, of course, in P1 in production class. Now it's the Formula One circuit, 3.66 miles of it, that's going to challenge our drivers over the next 60 minutes. So it's time for me to move out the way and hand you over to Jamie Stanley.
Thank you very much, Kiri. Welcome to Silverstone's round of Lotus Cup UK, one of the highlights of the calendar for the drivers. Lining up on pole position is Alex Reid, who took pole in a 2 minutes and 24.977 seconds, just ahead of reigning champion Adam Knight on a 2:25.757. Lining up in third place and in pole position in the 211 class was Ken Savage on a 2:26.362, ahead of Adam Gore on a 2:26.498. Next up was Marcus Jewell, out-qualifying Adrian Hall, who took pole in the open class, ahead of Rob Myers, Britton and Hooker, and the pole-sitting Luigi Valentino Mazza. Andrew Wright lining up also there in 9th position in his modified Honda engine Lotus Exige S1. Good performance then from Andrew Bentley and James Little to line up in 2nd place in production class, ahead of Ryan Savage, David McNulty and David Ellerslie. Ratcliffe and Dunn being a pit lane starter, they've encountered some problems which will keep them off the grid for the start of the race, so they'll have their work cut out for them. Good qualifying position then for Freddie Hetherington in 17th place on row 9. And Jason McNulty also lining up on the 11th row of the grid in 21st position on a 2:42.056, narrowly beating Simon Oakley's car. Seth Walpole will line up in 25th place on the 13th row of the grid on a 2:44.391, just ahead of Chris Perkins. Malcolm Edison making a welcome return to the series as well, lining up on the row 14, 27th on the grid on a time of 2:46.239 seconds. As we go on board with Alex Reid, then as he warms his tyres, waiting for the race to get underway. Lining up at the back of the grid will be Jackie Perkins in 35 position on row 18, making up the 35 cars that will take the start of this race on a 2:35.218. So as the cars make their way round onto the new part of the Grand Prix circuit, well, we say new part of the circuit, it's been here for a couple of years now. The cars make their way around the loop and into Village. The safety car will be pulling in at the end of this lap and we'll be getting racing underway then for the 60-minute race here at the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. Alex Reid trying to get as much heat inside. As you can see, Adam Knight just to his left there, the reigning champion, with it all to do then if he's to retain that title this year. Cars make their way down then the back straight, heading towards Brooklands. The lights on the safety car should go off any time now, and as the cars all bunch up into their 2x2 formation, Alex Reid will take control over the lead of the race as the cars now all backing up. The safety car's lights have gone off. The safety car will be making the break for the pit lane as the rest of the field now forms up. They need to be in 2x2 neat formations as they head over the start-finish line. See all 35 cars. Spectacular field here then for the Silverstone round. Capacity grid as the cars make their way around the final 2 corners in. Alex Reid takes control over the pace of the pack. And as the lights go out now, it's a great start from Alex Reid on the inside there. We go on board then with Marcus Jewell in his 211 down the inside. Oh, and there's contact! Adam Gore spins! Adam Gore just about keeps hold of it then. He's all over the track. He's lost a lot of positions there. We can see Andrew Wright just making his way past. Adam Gore comes back on in about 12th position then. But that is allowing Alex Reid to get away ahead of Ken Savage as they make their way through Maggott and Beckett for the first time of asking. Disaster then for Adam Gore at the start of the race. Ken Savage in a bit of a slide there ahead of Adam Knight and Ryan Hooker. Andrew Wright up to 5th position. David McNulty going well then in the open class 10 car for the first time this weekend. As they make their way down to Stowe for the first time of asking, Alex Reid has a healthy advantage then over Ken Savage, Adam Knight, Ryan Hooker. Andrew Wright then coming under pressure from Adrian Hall, who makes his way past then into Stowe. As the rest of the field stream through, Luigi Valentino Mazza at the head of the production field. All the cars still streaming through Stowe as the leader heads through Club and past the new pits. Good clean start then without too much contact. So Luigi Valentino Mazza heads James Little at the start of the production race. as we go on board with Andrew Wright in pursuit of Adam Gore, who's now trying to make his way back through the field after that earlier contact. Hopefully he won't have picked up too much damage in that earlier incident. On the brakes then into Village and the Loop. See, he makes his way around the inside. We've got a car off the track then. That's Adrian Hall running wide. It's allowing Ryan Hook to get around the outside of him. Adam Gore wants to have a look as well now. To make the way through the kink and down the back straight. Marcus Jewell making his way past then. Andrew Wright slips back another place in the ex-Fox Motorsport car. Adrian Hall on the attack again, up the inside of Ryan Hooker into Brooklands, and a great move. Adam Gore follows him through then to regain some position. A lot of ground to recover then for Adam Gore following that earlier issue at the start. But no such problem then for Alex Reid, who heads Ken Savage as they head into Cops for the first time. Adam Knight just closing in on Ken Savage, but this pack of three just getting away from the rest. Adrian Hall in fourth from Adam Gore, Ryan Hooker, Marcus Jewell, Andrew Wright, David McNulty. And what looks like Rob Myers then in the all-blue Lotus 211. Adrian Hall running very wide then, allowing Adam Gore to have another look at him. Marcus Jewell now firmly on the attack. Winner of the race here a couple of years ago at Silverstone, so he knows how to win here. But Alex Reid is streaking away from the pack, trying to put as much clean air between himself and Ken Savage. Desperate and looking at Spa following the safety car. We want to avoid any repeats of that this weekend. Adam Knight makes his way through in third place. Adam Gore now back up to fourth position, but quite a way now behind Alex Reid. As cars make their way through the Vale and through and past the new wing pit complex here at Silverstone. Marcus Jewell now closing in on the back of Adrian Hall, along with Ryan Hooker in the orange V6 Cup R. On board we go with Alex Reid as he heads through Abbey and into Farm. Onto the brakes then for Village and the Loop. Keeps it all neat and tidy, just got to control the race. Alex Reid trying to get himself back up into championship contention this weekend. No such promise. Clear track ahead. It'll be a long time before they see the back markers. Cars will be spread out around the longest circuit, one of the longest circuits we visit this season. They make their way down the back straight and towards Brooklands Corner with a massive gap then back to Ken Savage. Adam Knight just falling a bit back now from Ken Savage, but Adam Gore now starting to reel him in. Marcus Jewell has managed to clear Adrian Hall though, and is up another position. So Alex Reid crosses the lines, put another lap on the book. He's pulling away from Ken Savage. Fastest lap of the race on a 2:19.5. 8.8 then for Alex Reid on the third lap. Really getting the hammer down and trying to get away from the rest of the field. Rob Myers coming under pressure then from Andrew Wright as the blue 211 you can see on your screen ahead of the orange S1 Executive Cup R. As we go on board with Andrew Wright as we head into the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Full power on the brakes, down one gear. Back to the power then through the right-hander before getting back on the brakes, down one more gear through the left-hander before charging out onto the hanger straight. Closing in then on Rob Myers as they head through the Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel complex. Again, Alex Reid into full control at the moment at the front of the race from the yellow 211 of Ken Savage and the black similar V6 Cup R of Adam Knight. Marcus Jewell just started to make a bit of a break now away from Adrian Hall. Adam Knight just gaining a bit of ground then on Ken Savage, the reigning champion, looking to do all he can to retain that crown. Again on board with Andrew Wright as we head past the new pit complex here. Full power down the straight, heading down towards Abbey. Onto the brakes, down one gear, turns the car back in, back to full power. Just to ease off the throttle through the left-hander of Farm before getting hard on the brakes and down 3 gears for the Loop. But Adam Gore now closing in on Ken Savage for third position in this race. Wanted to make up for the ground he lost earlier in the race. He closes right in on the brakes then on Ken Savage. Ken Savage is going to have to start getting very defensive now if he wants to hang on to that third position. Ken Savage entering this weekend as championship leader will want to try and leave here with maximum points to head to the final round at Snetterton in just over a month's time. Alex Reid, though, comfortably ahead of this way, gapping the rest of the field ahead of Adam Knight now. Ken Savage, having raced in the series for a long time. Son Ryan now racing in the production class, which leads you Valentino Mata still heads at the moment. Makes his way through Maggot Spector Chapel and onto the back straight, but Adam Gore now right with Ken Savage as they head down the hanger straight this time. Adrian Hall just slipping back in the Maison sports car. But Alex Reid with pretty much the entire length of the hanger straight to his advantage as he heads into Stowe unchallenged from behind. Just be looking to build an advantage before the pit stop window. Adam Knight then in second place, but Ken Savage now under real pressure from Adam Gore. Now what can he do about Ken Savage? Can he find a way through? Adrian Hall just slipping a little bit further back now from Ryan Hooker and Rob Myers. We are going to go to a break. Join us after the break to see the second half of the Lotus Cup UK race here from Silverstone.